Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by today's title, but pause. Happy Black History Month, everybody. So we are like 9 days into February. So happy Black History Month, you guys. I have talked about this before, but I have a really huge video coming up the last Sunday of the month. It's going to be a BOB, Black Owned Brand Spotlight video. So I'm super excited. I've got the chance to work with a lot of really, really good Black owned businesses, and I will be bringing them and all their good information, their good products straight to your doorstep. Well, not your doorstep, but your TV screen, but you get the gist. So anyways, you guys, happy Black History Month. I love you so much, and let's go ahead and get into this video, you guys. I don't know if I need to put a trigger warning or what out there, and I may need to, because we are going to be touching on some touchy but real subjects. This is real life luxury. Okay, so before we get into the video, I have already prepped my skin, and I got to partner with a new brand and try a super cool product. So I partnered with a brand called Charbon or Charbon Plus, and they were kind enough to send me over a mask. So this is the Le Mask Cocoa, and it is a detoxifying coconut charcoal mask. So this is the packaging, and I did all my skincare beforehand. So this is gonna be a mask. It's a clay mask. We love a good clay mask that you leave on for 5 minutes, and you apply it to clean skin and leave it on for about 5 minutes. So this is what the actual container looks like. And you guys, when I say it smells really, really good, it feels very natural. So I kept mine on for a little bit longer. I think I kept it on for 6 or 7 minutes. You know me, push it to the edge. Because I'm having this pimple, as you can see. There's always one. So this was the perfect opportunity for me to try a new clay mask. So benefits, it says the secret concentrated anti-aging formula from African activated coconut charcoal purifies your skin. We need that. Purify me, Lord, purify me. Leaving it fresh and hydrated. And I have to tell you, so I have talked about this earlier in past videos. I'm naturally oily combo, but for some reason this winter in Houston, my skin has been super, super duper dry. So it's really, really important to me not to use a product that's gonna dry out my skin. So even though this is a clay mask, it does not leave your skin feeling tight or dry or like it's sucked all the moisture out of your skin. My skin feels super touchable. As you can see, I'm still glowy per usual. So yeah, you guys, I'm super loving this. I will be sure to link all of the good stuff down in the description box below. Website, social medias, any type of discount codes, all that good stuff. So also, when this brand approached me, I was super excited to work with them because, you guys, they are an organic skincare line developed for melanin skin. So all my black and brown girls and my tan girls too, okay? It is designed specifically for you, so I thought how appropriate for Black History Month. So yeah, definitely give this a try, you guys. I really, really, really enjoyed using this mask. I've had mine now for a good week, and in that week I've used it twice, and I'm really loving it. All right, you guys, let's get into this get ready with me, this chit chat. So I am actually getting ready to go out for it's not a Valentine's Day dinner because it's not Valentine's Day, but it's like a pre-Valentine's dinner. I'm going to this restaurant called Steak 48. I've been there a couple times before, so I know exactly how I'm gonna do my makeup and exactly what I'm gonna wear. So, all right, you guys, so let's go ahead and get into this video. I love you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Follow me on Instagram. You know the deal, okay? You know the deal. So, you guys, I love you so much, and I'll see you in the video.
And now I'm stargazing. You think for the stars, but I've been scarred lately. Taking keys, stealing cars, we just some lost babies. Live too fast, now I'm grown. Excuses in my head, I ain't thinking I'm wrong.
You guys, my skin seriously feels so good. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention that I'm gonna do with my mask is I'm gonna dip a little Q-tip in it and use it as a spot treatment. I've done that before, and it usually works wonders overnight. So yeah, but like I said, I'm getting ready to go out for a dinner, and we're in like a different location. This is my dining room. We're not in my bathroom. So I've got like all my makeup in this little pouch here. So we're gonna see how this works out for me. Okay, first things first, wet beauty blender, and then my typical NARS foundation. This is the Velvet Matte Skin Tint. It's in the SPF 30, but I honestly think I'm due for like a different color. This is called Annapurna, but honestly, like sometimes I feel like it makes me like really orange, but what can you do? Like literally, what can you do? So you guys, happy Black History Month. And I was gonna tell you that there is this movie on Netflix, and I really think it's called 2021, but I'm gonna find the name and like put it up here because it touched on like a lot of the things that happened in 21. Girl, 2020, Lord, what is happening? I think the movie is called 2020. So it touched on a lot of things that happened in 2020. 2020 was, I'm not gonna lie, it was a humdinger of a year. Yeah, a lot of things happened. And the movie, although yes, it's kind of like a comedy, it talks about some really, really, really important, hard to talk about things. And I thought it was really, really good. Like I had my baby sister Bianca watch it. I think she had some of her friends watch it. So I thought it was super, super duper good. But yeah, you guys, I think we've talked about this before, like kind of touched on it when like all of the riots were going on and yeah, all of the riots. And I'm sorry, you guys, this is also like a touchy subject for me. And it's really interesting because when I was in high school, like I used to do like a lot of my research papers like on things like the Holocaust and like different types of different genocides and things. And hey guys. So if you're wondering why I am in completely different makeup, red lips with the same robe and straight hair, it's because this is Bree from the future. So unfortunately, a couple of the clips got lost. So I'm here to finish telling you two of the points I was making. So the first one, I left off talking about people always look at tragedies like the Holocaust and the Rwandan genocide and what's happening in Darfur or the Congo, and they always say like, oh my God, this is so horrible. Like, I don't understand how this could happen. Like, how could people do this? And I honestly, you guys, I truthfully, and I know this because I've heard it before, during the Holocaust, you know, people would say the same thing. Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. The genocide, people said the same thing. Like, I can't believe our neighbors are killing us. But my point about all this is, you guys, this meaning right now, this is how it happens, you guys. It doesn't just like boom, all of a sudden concentration camps and now it's a full-blown Holocaust. No, there were years and years and years, if not like at least a decade leading up to Hitler and the Holocaust. Same thing for the genocide in Rwanda. It was centuries. So, you know, people are always saying like, how does this happen? Well, look at what they did in the Holocaust and in Rwanda. In the Holocaust, they dehumanized Jews by calling them rats. In Rwanda, they dehumanized the Tutsi by calling them cockroaches. Well, African Americans, a lot of racist people call us monkeys. It's the same thing, like the steps are always the same. And now you have all this racism coming out, all this hidden animosity, all this hidden discrimination coming out. You've got a lot of killings by cops of African Americans. This is how it starts. This is exactly how something like that happens. And, you know, people are big on like this never forget, like that was the slogan for the Holocaust, I think. And they've done really good at, you know, not forgetting and not letting that go. But like slavery in the United States, it's not the same, you know. I honestly feel like they've just found different ways to enslave African Americans. So as a lot of you may or may not know, I grew up attending all white private schools. In high school, I was in a predominantly Caucasian Lutheran school. And the reason being is because I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. You guys, it's not a very diverse place. But I remember, and I didn't experience, looking back on it now, yes, it was not okay, but would I call it racism? I would call it more like ignorance. I would get a lot of those comments because I was like one of 3 Black people in the school. A lot of those comments from my, my Caucasian, my cream colored girlfriends, and they would say, oh my God, your hair, and oh wow, you're so pretty for a Black girl, you're my prettiest Black friend. And that is like, that's not okay. That is discrimination. It's racist. Like, you don't say things like that to people. I have friends of all different nationalities. I would never go up to my white friend or my Japanese friend and say, oh my God, you're so pretty for a Japanese girl. That's insulting. Like, that's a horrible thing to say to people. But yet in that environment, it was okay because they were surrounded by the same things and all the same people were saying the same things. So it's a little harder for you to feel wrong if everyone else is doing the same thing. Yeah, she called me pretty, when in reality, it's definitely, that's a backhanded compliment and just plain straight up racism. So there was a lot of that. I dealt with a lot of that. But I think in high school, that was as far as it went for me personally. The only other experiences that I had were when my parents opened up a club. They opened up this really, really like upscale luxury lounge in a very like nice part of Omaha, Nebraska. And I think that's when and I was older at this time. I was in college. I think I was like a sophomore in college. And this is when like I really started like understanding, because I grew up very sheltered and very naive about how things are, how things can be. And I think that's one of the reasons why too, when these like, when you hear the news about the tragedies, about the cops killing unarmed Black men, and so many of them dying, it hits me really, really, really hard, because as a child and growing up, I wasn't directly exposed to that the way that I am now. And I think social media definitely plays a part in that, because now it's like, something happens and we've got cell phones. So now it's all over Facebook, it's all over Instagram, it's all over Twitter. Like, you no longer have to wait until like the 8 o'clock news to see what's going on in the world. It's instant. And it was overwhelming. I spent a lot of time crying, and it's almost like an unexplainable feeling, because it feels extremely personal. It feels personal. It hurts. It prompts all type of questions and all types of thoughts that you've never really thought were had before. It's a very full, inexplicable, at least for me, experience. That's how I would sum all that up. And I know it hit my baby sister very hard. Now she's still back in Lincoln, Nebraska, which don't even get me started about their mindset there. But you guys, racism is very much real. It's very much alive. As much as we want to say like, oh, I don't see color, and racism doesn't exist, and girl, like it's a fact of life, unfortunately, like death and taxes. Just trying to ruin my life. I feel like I'm missing something. So I've got on highlighter, I've got on blush. I might do a little more blush. I love how my bronzer turned out. Like, that mask, you guys, was amazing to do like pre-makeup. I'm gonna do this all the time. My nose is looking really shiny, so I'm gonna powder. Do I have that? Okay, yes, I've got that. So my parents open up the club, and they spend months and months getting it ready. And the club is beautiful. Like, they've had really famous people there. Like, Tommy Davidson was there. I don't know, some other people. And then like a lot of like local musicians and bands. Girl. Frequently, I'm not gonna put like a exact number on it, people would call my parents' club and ask if it was a Black club. I've never heard of that before in my life. I would never call someone's establishment and say like, hey, is this a Mexican club? Is this an Irish club? Like, what? And what even is like an Irish club? Like, no, like what? So yeah, that was crazy to me. I think I had answered the phone a couple times when that happened, and I'm just like, what does that even mean? Like, I mean, I don't understand. And I think too, that's what makes it so difficult is because I don't understand. Like, there's no reason behind it, just plain ignorance. And, you know, it's just so. And Bianca, I know she's experienced it. Like I said, she's still in Nebraska. And that was honestly one of the main reasons why I wanted to get out of Omaha, is because it's very small-minded. There is a lot of racism that goes on in Nebraska. This is Secret Selma. It's Charlotte Tilbury. So my parents really wanted me to get out. I wanted to get out. I was very eager to get out. Now Bianca is still there and dealing with all of this. So I think something happened, and like there was like a proclaimed neo-Nazi on Bianca's campus, and like the cops weren't doing anything about it. The school wasn't doing anything about it. So this man was just like allowed to walk around, you know, with this like swastika on his shirt and just all types of crazy things, you guys. It's nonsensical if you really think about it. It's nonsensical, and I don't even know. I don't even know, like, what to say, what to do. I don't even know. And when situations like these happen, it very much leaves you feeling helpless amongst other things, because it's like, you know, what can I do? Like, I feel helpless. What can I do? And, you know, my baby girl was out there protesting, and I was so proud of her, but I was also scared for her. You know, unfortunately, protests and riots, you know, can be very, very dangerous. And so on one hand, it's like, hey, I want to get out here. Like, I want to support, I want to protest. I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm hurt, and I want to show that. But then also you're like, okay, I want to make sure that I'm safe. I don't want to lose my life. So Bianca did join a couple of the protests in Lincoln. She was unscathed, thank God. A lot of you guys sent her prayers, which was really sweet. I did post about it on Instagram. So, but she's definitely been affected. I've been affected. I honestly think everyone's been affected, you guys. 2020 was a really rough year, but I also think it was very eye-opening. And I just hope and pray that lessons were learned and things change, which I'm really feeling optimistic. In 2021, we've got a new president. That crazy man is out of there. So I'm feeling at peace. I'm feeling relief. I'm feeling optimistic. So I'm really just praying and hoping that things get better, because you guys, when all that stuff was happening, like legitimately, I was like, I'm moving. I'm leaving the country. Like, it's just so crazy to me. It's just so crazy to me, for lack of a better word, that we're still going through this. Like, Black people, Hispanic people, we're still having firsts. Like, how is it that we've been America for however many centuries, and we just now got our first, not only woman, but non-Caucasian person as a vice president? Like, we just had our first Black bachelor on the show Bachelor. Like, it's nonsensical to me. So here's to just praying that things get better in 2021. Fingers crossed. Don't mind my broke off nail. Okay, so I'm loving my look so far. This lash is like doing its own thing. I wasn't gonna keep these earrings on. These are my new Dior earrings, but I think I actually might. They look really cute, but I can't because they don't match what I'm wearing. So I'm wearing my new Prada bag, which I'll show you guys. I'm super excited. I hauled that last Sunday, so if you haven't checked that out, be sure to go check it out. What else do I want to do on my face? Oh my gosh, I have to keep powdering. I'm just so shiny. I'm using dim light powder from Hourglass. I'm also sitting in front of a very bright ring light, so. And you guys, don't judge me that my Christmas tree is still up, okay? My whole life is just Christmas, that's why. My whole life is a holiday, so I'm never gonna take it down. And I'm also lazy. I think I wanna do a little bit more blush. I just feel like I can't see it. And it's most likely because I'm sitting in front of my ring light, which is why I can't see it, but. So yeah, this is like one of my favorite looks. We love like a pink lip and a pink cheeks. So yeah, you guys, like I said, I'm hopeful. Yes, I have experienced, you know, racism. I've seen it firsthand. I've experienced discrimination. However, what I will say, I don't let that sour me. I don't let that sour me towards, you know, any specific race. However, what I don't do is like the ignorance. Like, don't be stupid, okay? Don't be ignorant. Be educated. Be open to change. Be willing to be educated if you are a bit ignorant, you know? So those type of things, I don't tolerate. If it's blatantly ignorant, blocked every time. I think I've got enough blush on for life. What do you guys think? Well, you guys, this is the finished little pre-Valentine's Day look. I hope you guys like it. But yeah, you guys, happy Black History Month. Stay encouraged. Things can only go awry or be bad for so long. So like I said, I'm really feeling optimistic that, you know, we are prime and ripe for a change. So say your prayers, you guys. Be kind. Love people. At the end of the day, we are all human beings. Like, we're all God's children, and that's all that should matter. All this other stuff is just ridiculous. So anyways, I want to end on a positive note, you guys, and happy Black History Month. Keep being amazing. Keep being beautiful human beings. I love you so much. Oh, and don't forget to check out Les Mas Coco from Charbon Plus. We will link all the good stuff down in the description box below, you guys. And I love you so much. Wish you all the best, and I'll see you next Sunday.